What's going on, guys? Zeo here from the Awesome Nerd Show, and today we have the G.I. Joe Classified Series Deluxe Snake Eyes. So this was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, so it's the only place you could get it. It's starting off their new G.I. Joe collection. As you can see, their Classified Series of 6-inch action figures of G.I. Joe, which is really cool. Now, unfortunately, I don't know much of anything about G.I. Joe. I looked up some of the stuff for this figure, but I don't know much of anything about G.I. Joe. I've just seen like the newer live action movies and stuff, but that's about it. But we have this cool box here. So here's the Classified Series. It has a sleeve over the top, and you can see kind of the cool logo, like the dog figure and stuff. I assume it's part of the logo of the Ninja Clan that Snake Eyes is from. We can take the sleeve off, and it has it once again. So this box is super cool, so we're definitely going to be taking care of it so that we can keep it. But again, it has the same sort of logo there, so it looks, you know, like a dog or wolf up top, and then has more of like the Japanese creature down at the bottom. I don't know what they're called, but you've seen kind of the design stuff. It has the logo up here at the top. I again assume it's for some sort of logo, or it could be Japanese for Snake Eyes for all I know. I'm not really sure, but we can take the lid off now. So the lid just comes right off the box, and again has a cool design. It's actually like a stencil, or I don't know what you call it, like detailed, like there's ridges and stuff for the design. Looks very cool, but that is awesome. And then we have laying here on top, we have an art print, which is really cool. And so the print is just again another picture of that thing, so if you couldn't really see what it was, this is what it is. But it's a nice art print. It's on like a nice kind of like a parchment paper and stuff. It seems like a real fragile kind of paper. Again, the words down there and stuff, so it looks very cool. Has the logo there of the Ninja Clan, so all sorts of cool stuff going on there. Some swords and everything, very awesome looking. This is an awesome picture. It's very cool. Definitely be something we want to like hang up or something. And then we have the Snake Eyes here. So this is the whole part of the exclusive thing. You get the Snake Eyes here. So we have the Snake Eyes in the Classified Series box. I don't know if you can see it there with Snake Eyes and stuff. Just has a little bit different artwork and stuff. It's more of a metallic. We'll look at that. But then it comes with all the additional weapons up here. So we have all these weapons that come down, and then we even get this cool weapons rack here, which of course we'll look at all this stuff. But let's go and get the Snake Eyes box pulled out. So here we got the box, and again it has the G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes, and again it has a nice metallic. You'll see it real closer, but we get the Snake Eyes, bunch of accessories with weapons, a backpack, a lot of cool stuff going on. But if we look around the box, has that logo there. It's 00 for the number, and again you can kind of see the metallic shininess there. Cool artwork here on the back, so it has a lot of the different characters. Like, and I don't know a whole lot about G.I. Joe, so I don't know many of these characters. I know Cobra Commander up there and Destro, but that's about it. But you can again kind of see like the nice metallic design in there, at least I hope you can. Very cool looking, so nice artwork there again with a bunch of characters. So I'm assuming these are going to be characters they're going to be releasing in the set coming up and everything, because we already have the first wave pre-ordered that I know has, I think that's Duke, Roadblock, Scarlet, I think that's about it. And then we saw Destro that was just recently shown off, so pretty cool there. A bunch of other different characters and stuff. Again, another picture here on the side of Snake Eyes that's really hard to see, but he's on there. So very cool and everything. I like the whole nice shiny metallic stuff of the box. So again, we'll have to probably be careful. Nice logo there again of the Ninja Clan on the top. And I keep calling Ninja Clan because I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. I'll say it here in just a little bit, but I have no clue how you pronounce it. But very cool looking. I'm excited to check this out, so let's get into it. So here we got Snake Eyes, and this figure looks pretty cool. And again, I don't really have any connection to this. I don't like G.I. Joe. I haven't watched G.I. Joe or any sort of thing like that. I have played with some G.I. Joe figures when I was younger that my brother had back from the 80s, and this is supposedly based off the Snake Eyes figure from 1982, but then I've also heard it doesn't really look much like him, so I'll put a picture up probably over here of what the old figure looked like so you can see the comparisons. But yeah, I don't really know how much to compare them. What I have seen of Snake Eyes, again from my experience of like the G.I. Joe movies and everything, this does, you know, look about what I see. He always has a mask completely covering his head, and then he wears all black, because then he has the opposite of Storm Shadow, who wears all white and is part of Cobra and everything. So by what I see, it looks fine to me, and I really like this. It reminds me a lot figure-wise. So of course they're made by Hasbro and everything. It reminds me a lot of the Lightning Collection Power Ranger figures, just because they're built, you know, pretty much the same. So very cool though. But Snake Eyes is a part of the Arashikage, so hopefully I said that name right, Ninja Clan, and that's where Storm Shadow was also produced from, that clan. So that's what the logo is, the red logo there, like on his belt. He has it on his chest and on some of the weapons, everything. But on the Snake Eyes though, he has of course the mask completely cover his head. He has the nice silver visor there across the face. He has all sorts of like belts and stuff. He has like a bandolier around his chest, has a pocket on it, some grenades. He has a vest on it that can hold stuff on his back like a backpack and everything. Bands around his arm with some pockets on it. His belt in the middle again has the Arashikage Clan belt buckle there and some other stuff in some pockets. He has some holsters there on his thighs for a gun and a knife. And then he just has additional pieces of armor all over his body. So he's mostly all black design, so he has most of a flat black design. But he has some shiny additional armor pieces like the shoulders. You can see some of the reflection of the shininess there. He has some forearm guards guards as well that are also kind of shiny. But then he has more of like grayish color pants, which again, you'll see these up close in a second, but they're more like a grayish color. And then he's got shiny shin guards and feet down at the bottom. And again, they're a mixture of like the shiny black and then like just a flat black. But if we look up close here, so there's a look at the head there. So you can see the visor, and as we go down, all the different bandolier stuff. There's another Arashikage logo there. And again, the bands on his arms. You can see the shininess again there with the pieces of armor there on his body. The flat black of his chest armor and everything going down the legs. I guess they have like a brownish tint. So it's like a brownish gray color mixed in for the pants. Again, I don't know how well you can see in the camera how much. If you can tell what it is. Again, he does have some metallic silver on there. So like on the buckles and on the belt there. And a little bit darker, like almost brown, silver metallic there on for like the knee pads and everything. Down to the feet has the brown band there around the top, which is, they do have some brown thrown in here too with the bands, like you can see there on his arms and like on the knuckles there of his hand. So I think a very good looking figure overall. Again, for me, I don't really know that much about it or care, but I think it looks pretty good. But for movements though, so we have the head that can twist all the way around, go in a circle there. It has the neck joint, which you can kind of see in there. So it does allow for kind of good range move. It's a little bit stiff, so kind of hard to get the head to move. So there's like it going back, and then we can go forward and try and get it, you know, just in contact there, so can't look any further down. But then he also has another neck joint right down there at like the collarbone and stuff, and it allows the head to move back and forth, so he's like all jamming out and stuff. So that's a cool that it has that additional joint there. I don't think it twists, or it does have a little bit of twist there. I guess you just have to get it. So that's pretty cool too. So it's like a double neck joint up in there, which is really cool. Then we go to the shoulders, where it does have a butterfly joint, which it's, again, it's kind of stiff, but you can kind of see it. So again, just like the Power Ranger figures, they all have like the butterfly joint. But then the actual shoulder comes up about 90 degrees and can rotate all the way around. Then right here under the straps, we do have a bicep twist, so twist all the way around. Then we got the double elbow joint, so you can see that there with the nice shiny elbow piece. So again, comes up, doesn't get a fold up too much though, but it can go that much. Then we have the wrist that can twist all the way around, and it flexes up and down is the joint that it has on these hands, because of course these are kind of made for holding weapons like guns and stuff, so that's what that's doing. And then we go to the crunch, so it has a really good crunch, so you can see he can bend all the way back, like completely broken back, and then all the way forward as well. So he has a really good ab crunch, one of the best ab crunch I probably have seen ever. So really good job for that, as long as it's not too loosened so he can stand up straight still. And then we go to the waist, where it has the twist there at the waist, but it also reminds me a lot of the old like little G.I. Joe toys, again the ones from the 80s, where they used to have the joint there at the middle, so it's kind of like a ball, so which he kind of has, so he can kind of swirl, and it also has a little bit of a crunch there as well. But I always remember the one in the 80s, they were held together by rubber bands, so I just grab the top and the bottom and just like pull them apart and stretch the rubber band out, and then just, you know, let it go back together. I never broke one, but thankfully, but that was always a fun thing to do. So seeing that just put that memory in my head of when I was a kid, always playing with my brother's G.I. Joes and pulling them apart. And then we go down to the legs, so the legs come up at 90 degrees and out to the side quite a bit. You can probably get, yeah, 90 degrees there too, just the holster gets in the way. So good range of movements there. We do have a thigh twist right there at the holster, going down to the double knee joint, where we get pretty good bend up, almost can kick his own butt. Then we got the shin twist right there at the top of the boot that can twist around, and then we got the foot that flexes back and forth and can twist side to side there. So very good range of movements overall on this figure. Nothing too limiting with it, which makes it really cool. Of course, for a ninja and stuff, you want it to have good range of movement, so that's really cool. But one thing that makes the Snake Eyes even cooler is all the accessories that he comes with. So we'll just start with some stuff. So we have some hands here. So we have like a open like flat hand, almost like a, I guess you'd say like a karate chop hand or something. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see it there though actually, but if you can see, and there he does have like a little bit of a grip thing in there. He almost has like climbing spikes there in his hand to hold on to stuff with, which looks really cool. I like that they added that. And then we have the second hand, which has a ninja star in it, which is really cool. So 3 ninja star hands molded in there, so you can't like take it out or anything, but it's still very cool. So you can put that in his hand and then, you know, pose it so it's like he's throwing the ninja stars. He also comes with a backpack, so a nice dark gray backpack here with some silver stuff on it. So that's pretty cool that you can take and just pop right into his back. So it has a hole there on his bandolier around his chest and a hole there in his back, so you can just line them up and then pop this in, and now he has a backpack. So there, the backpack is on him there, which is cool. And then we also get his katana, which has their Arashikage logo there on it, and then it's got a nice scabbard and stuff, nice brown color and everything, which you can take and stick into the side there. Or if you didn't want the backpack on, you can then just obviously stick the sword directly into his back. But there, it's kind of cool sticking there off to the side. But then we also get the sword, which looks very cool. So you can see the sword design there. I really like how it gets fatter there at the end and has the nice curve up, has like little serrated edges there down towards the hilt, and then the nice handle there has like even the grip and everything. By what I read, this is the classic Snake Eyes katana, but of course I've never seen it, so I don't know. But it looks very cool, and I like that a lot. Also for him, we get a nice knife here, so a nice just all black knife there. It looks very cool. You can take and stick into the holster there on his left side leg. And then we also get a little handgun that has a silencer on the end of it, so very cool for that. Just all nice black gun, and you can take the silencer off, which is pretty cool. And then obviously you can stick them in the hand, but then it comes with the holster there on the right side, so that goes in there, and it even has a spot for the silencer in the front part of it. So that's one thing I really like. That I love stuff that can hold its own weapons, so the fact that it has the silencer and can hold it there with it as well is very cool to me. I really like that. And the last accessory the Snake Eyes itself comes with is an Uzi gun, so a nice little Uzi machine gun here, so very cool for that. And you can obviously take that and stick in his hand. He doesn't, unfortunately, it doesn't have anywhere to stick it, so this one would just be one we'd have to put into his hand directly. So there he has the Uzi, and by what I've heard, that's kind of a classic thing for the original Snake Eyes as well as the Uzi, so very cool for that. So once again, a very nice looking figure overall. Just the fact that it comes with all the weapons and accessory, has the incredible movements and everything. It's just a nice figure overall, and by the way, the silencer can fit onto the Uzi as well, so that's pretty cool. So just very awesome here for the Snake Eyes and all his accessories. Just a very cool figure. But to move Snake Eyes aside, we have all the deluxe accessories. So this is the stuff that's exclusive to this pack. And so first up here, we have the Arashikage Ninja Clan storage rack. So I guess it's a part of like their dojo and stuff. So we have this nice cool storage rack, an awesome picture with two guys have like the whole dragon mask type things on. Just very cool looking picture overall. Has the two dogs here on the side. So nice cool looking stand, super cool. And if we flip around onto back, we have all these racks that can hold all the weapons, which is cool as well. But since this is weapons rack, we need weapons to put on it. So like first off here, we get two size. So again, these are just all black weapons, so nothing designed into them. Just basic looking weapons. We've got two size, so kind of like Raphael's weapon from the Ninja Turtles. So very cool. We'll just take them and kind of put them on the wall here. I don't know exactly how they go, but we'll just kind of neatly stick them on there and hopefully they don't fall off. And then we have two commas, which look kind of like little climbing axe things, but they're just like nice, like short, like scythe, little tiny scythe things, which look very cool. Again, they're just all black weapons, have a nice blade there on the end of them, so we'll go ahead and stick them on the wall. Then we have two throwing axes, so nice little axes here, nice cool blade. I really like the look and design of these axes. This one looks super cool. I like the nice, wrappings on the handle and stuff. Very cool looking. We've got those two that as well. And then we go to some bigger weapons. So first off, we have a double-bladed staff. So again, a nice bow staff here with some like blade or spears there on the end of them. So very cool looking as well. So we just take that, stick that right there in the middle. We'll actually stick it down there at the bottom so it doesn't, take up as much room up at the top. But next we have a Nagamaki Sword, which is a nice cool long sword. It reminds me of the swords from Lord of the Rings, the elven swords, which I guess is what this is the weapon that they were based off, so it kind of fits perfectly. But it's a nice long handle here, and then has the blade from there all the way up, and it has a nice curve at the end of it. So very cool. So we'll just take that and stick that right there on the wall. And our final weapon is just a normal classic sword or katana there. So nothing too drastic. Has a nice like little hilt type piece there at the bottom. It's so nice, just a nice sword to stick there as well. So it's very cool that we got all those accessories to go with it, and a nice wall to put it on everything. That can use it as a decoration piece as well to go with Snake Eyes. So it just fits perfectly. So you can store all your weapons there and then have a nice, like I said, decoration piece to stand Snake Eyes up against. So you can use it to do some nice posing, kind of like I did. Of course, I'm not very good at posing at all, but we got him with the sword and the Uzi and stuff there with that in the background. Just looks super cool. I really love the look of this. So that's going to be it for this review of the G.I. Joe Classified Series Deluxe Snake Eyes, again from the Hasbro Pulse Exclusive. So we got the Snake Eyes figures with all his accessories, plus the deluxe weapons with the storage rack. So very cool with that, again, with all the weapons that hang there on the back. So very cool that he comes with all that. So I thought this figure was incredible. I really love the look and design of it. If I love G.I. Joe, I definitely want this figure. This is my brother's, obviously. So I hope if you like G.I. Joe, you get this figure. Of course, they are going to be releasing just the Snake Eyes by itself. I don't know if they're going to change anything that looks about him, but they are going to release him by himself without all the weapons. So if you missed out on this one, you can definitely get it. But let me know your opinions of the Snake Eyes figure down in the comments down below. Let me know whether you liked it or not. If you enjoyed this review, leave a thumbs up for me. And of course, hit that subscribe button down below to see all our action figure videos. Remember to stay awesome, and I'll see you next time.